enjoy this sundown vesper time together. My name is Chaplain Tom Smith. I'll be serving as a narrator for the Heralds of Hope presentation here this evening. We are the Heralds of Hope, and if you're around here on Tuesday nights, right behind that wall, about 7 o'clock, you will hear us practicing, rehearsing from pretty much September all the way through June. We're on the road about once a month here and there, but we love it when we come right back to home here at the University Church. We are under the very capable tutelage and direction of Dr. Gerald Wareham, who is over there, and his very wonderful wife, Dorothy, who have been making music together, I think, is it since high school or college? I don't know. Since high school, yes. And here they are teaching us even now. So, as you see, we are old school, and one of us is even homeschooled. I wonder if you could pick out which one of us is the homeschooled one. That will be your task as you look at us in wonder. And we can answer that later if you choose. We are joined together by a love for the Lord Christ. This music and message we can embrace as we listen in to the wonderful words and the melody and the beautiful music. We are going to begin tonight with our next number, which is in many ways the most beloved and arguably the most well-known of all the great Christian hymns. It is the song that is penned by John Newton, Captain John Newton, son of a sea captain, who himself was a human trafficker for many years, engaged in unspeakable evil things. He came under the influence of the Spirit of God while out at sea and renounced his behavior and his activity, liquidated that fleet of slave ships, studied to become a Christian minister, and was very involved in the abolitionist movement. Some years later, as he was preparing a message for his congregation, he thought back upon his life and how God had touched him in such a wonderful way and brought him from where he was to where he found himself then. And he penned the beautiful words, "Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me." There are two great principles he underlines in that wonderful hymn that bear repeating. The first has to do with God, and the second has to do with man. Amazing grace speaks about the goodness of God. That saved a wretch like me speaks about just the opposite, the badness of man. Those are the two great truths of theology, the goodness of God on one hand and the badness of man. Anybody who surrenders in light of those two great principles is not far from the kingdom. God is far better than we ever dared hope. We are far worse than we ever cared to admit. The beautiful song Amazing Grace captures those two principles in a very, very wonderful way. So we join together now singing this, followed by a number of other songs, and we will continue on.